in all different places. The first I call a stacked backer alignment. So this is really simple, right? If you're 4 down and you want to be able to make 3 down, it's real easy to put this player, I call him a Leo. You can come up with a fancy name for him, but it's real easy to put him in the middle. Guys, I got something on my screen. Do you see that where it says the co-host has asked you to start video? Do you see that in the middle of my screen, or is that not there?
That's just you, Coach.
That's just me. Okay, thank you. Good. All right, so we put this guy right in the middle now, and this is how it becomes real easy. You know, everybody wants to be multiple, and everybody wants to be able to make 3 down out of 4 down. How can you do it? The easy way for us is just to stick that guy in the middle and take a look at this from the back angle so you can get a picture of it. So he's in the middle there, and you know you're 3 down. You're playing a 0 and 2 5s, or a 0, a 4I and a 5. You know, you can really scheme it up any way you want to, but you don't have to overcoach this guy, right? You put him into a stacked middle position, and he just plays A gap off the nose, but he does have to be able to read pulls. So it's a very simple run fit. A gap off the nose, or with any pull like you see here, just, you know, hit the gap, 1 gap over. Pretty easy run fit. So you're not even going to coach this guy like a linebacker. You're able to give him simple run fits and go ahead and let him make plays. Again here, A gap off the nose, go with the pull. 1 gap over. So, you know, we're really a 4-2-5, and this extra player for us happens to also be a D lineman. You know, maybe he's a D lineman who is active or not as big, or has some linebacker skills. But I think, you know, if you're a high school, you know, you just the height and weight requirements, you know, they don't have to apply. I mean, you can truly be a 3 down, 2 linebackers with a wild card player in terms of your personnel. This is just, you know, again, A gap to A gap with a pull. Just hit the next available gap, 1 gap over. Even simple. Okay. Now, what about a zone fit? I'm going to have you take a look at this from behind. Okay. So now in that zone fit, he's going to play the A gap off the nose guard. So typically against a full zone, that would be a front side A gap fit, but you can see here with West Virginia using that chip technique, he ends up fitting the backside A gap and does a nice job on it. But versus zone run, it's a gap off the nose. Full play, again, you get a good look at it here from behind. It's just 1 gap over. You know, if you play it with 2 4 eyes, that guy is really protected and pretty simple to go. Pretty simple to coach. Not to mention that you know, it's a fun position, right? If you are at the college level and you're recruiting, it's a fun position to recruit for you. You can come up with a fancy name. You know, when I was at Western Michigan, it was the Bronc, or at Duke, it was the Devil. Here it's the Leo. The kids like it. They enjoy it. Now, what about against the pass? Okay, now remember, we're not looking to overtrain this guy, right? We want a guy who's a playmaker and give him a chance to make plays, run or pass, right? And to do that, you can't overcomplicate it. So this technique against the pass, I call a B&T, which is just a bounce and trigger. So when he reads pass, I gave you zone run and I gave you pulls. And when he reads pass, if we're in this bounce and trigger mode, he's just going to bounce. And then he's going to read the slide, or if it's double fan, both guards out, he's going to hit it up the middle, like you see right here. We get that double fan protection, and now he's just able to bounce and hit the A gap, and you get a free runner at the quarterback. We will, you can see we will move this guy, like against 3-by-1. We would move him out of the middle. Again, and this is all to keep it simple for your linebacker fits, right? You're coaching your linebackers, based on formations. With this guy, you're just trying to get him in the right place to make a play. So you can see the linebackers kind of tell him to bump over 3-by-1 just to get his alignment right. But now here's a bounce and trigger. Now you see the slide. Watch it from the back. You see the slide going to the left, so he triggers over to the right. And pretty simple. Okay, so you're not coaching that guy very much on pass drops. You're just trying to let him be play. The other one I call is a spy technique, which, you can see in this case we're playing a 2-deep coverage. You got linebackers really sinking, to fit their zones, and you're not going to be really good on a back check down. So in conjunction with this coverage, I tell the Leo, hey, you're a spy technique. And what that means is, instead of bounce and trigger, is I'm going to check inside the box, just inside the tackles, not very deep. I'm not really taking a drop. I'm just kind of sitting at my alignment, and I'm going to check the back on any kind of inside release check down. I'm going to hold that off, right? But I'm not going to chase it outside of the tackle box. And then if the quarterback scrambles, then I'm going to go get the quarterback. So 2 techniques there for me from when he's in the middle: a bounce and trigger, which is a fast ad. And in this one, he's more of a check down player, and then late to the quarterback. Now, I throw this one on here because the kid had an interception here, but again, it's just to make an example. Like, obviously, I didn't coach him to play the reverse pass, and in a certain area, but it's just the kind of guy you're looking for. Someone who can freelance, make a play, athletic skills, and enjoys it and has fun with it. So here the kid gets an interception just by being in the right place. Also from the middle, it's really easy to blitz this guy up inside and make him a 3 technique. Okay, so now you're really playing a 4 down front, and he controls. You come up with simple calls. He controls what those other 3 guys are doing, and they don't have to memorize anything because he gives them a call. But here he's going to hit it up inside, and he's going to become the 3 technique, and he's able to get good pressure out of this. when he is blitzing up inside, I try to let him go, right? I mean, the reason that you're going to play offense on defense, you're trying to create things with this player. And so I give him a two-way go on that guard in terms of getting pressure. Here he's creating a three technique, but he ends up coming inside the guard. So again, not to overcomplicate it, I'd give him a side to go to based on the call, whether it's open or closed, or whether it's to the back or away from the back. But he's going to make his call and then enter into the line of scrimmage. And A or B gap doesn't really bother me. I just want the guy to be aggressive and go make a play. And he can do it. He can do it from various alignments, right? So he can start to be creative with it. You know, here he's going to enter in and be and take the A gap here, because a lot of times I'll just let him read the guard, right? Try to make the guard wrong. If the guard fans out, you go underneath. If the guard blocks down, you come in the B gap. So really just giving the guy a two-way go. It's a 4 down front, but you're sending a guy to make a play. Pretty easy from this middle position or stack position to coordinate a blitz out of it with a linebacker. Right now, here, 94 does not have a two-way go, right? Because he's running that X stunt with the linebacker, and but he still is able to use his speed and athletic ability, and he opens it up. He opens it up for the will linebacker. That's a simple blitz, right? A simple internal blitz. 5-man rush out of that stack backer alignment. Also, the overload blitz, right? It's easy to send this guy, you know, to the tight end, away from the tight end. And I have him read the tackle here. So he's telling those guys in front of him which side we're coming from, so they don't have to memorize anything, right? They're getting a call from him. And in this case, coming from the tight end or the side of the running back, he's going to read that tackle. And if the tackle blocks down, he's going to go around him. If the tackle fans out, we'll go inside of him. So you create a nice 5-minute pressure pretty easily. Whether the blitz involves him and a linebacker or him and a safety, you're still putting yourself in position with your playmaker coming free. This guy is going to be able to create a lot of offense on defense for you. He has to be smart or coachable, right? Because he is going to tell the other three guys what to do, and based on where you're sending the pressure from. Like I said, through the back, away from the back, field, or boundary, he's going to send the other three guys opposite, and most of the time he's going to come free. You know, it would take a severe combination, right, for the guard, for 74 here to really pass off the stunting, 4-eye, and 76 to take that on in order for them to get up to your stack backer. Right. And that's a movement and a pressure. We can also do field or boundary. You know, these allow you the opportunity to be creative.